Alright, in this video, I'm going to gain initial access by exploiting real vulnerabilities in the target system. No shortcut, no chaos, just a clean penetration testing workflow using open source tool and my Red Dot tool. So let's come to the screen. The first step is reconnaissance. I begin by scanning the target using Red.ps. The purpose here is to identify which services are exposed and which attack paths are even possible. You can use Nmap for the port scanning. Nmap is an open source tool for scanning target IP address. So let's scan for the open ports using Red.ps. So 3-n Red.ps, enter the target IP address and -p for the ports 6.5 and 3.5. Okay, so let's waiting for the result. Okay, so once the scan completes, we find that only two ports are open, port 80 which is running a web services and port 22 which is running SSH. Since SSH usually requires wallet credential, the logical next step is to focus on the web services running on the port 80. Okay, so the next step is directory enumeration. For this, use .dir and you can also use GoBuster of this task which performs selective butt forcing to uncover hidden paths and files. So let's use Red.dir for that. So Python 3 -m Red.dir, enter the target URL here and -w user share word list dbuster directory list 2.3 medium.txt. Okay, so this is the common word list, and as during enumeration we find index.php which appears to be 34th entry point. This doesn't tell us much yet, so the next step is to observe how the application behaves when accessed through a browser. Now I need to open target domain in the browser, so let's do this. Copy the index.php URL and open the Firefox and enter the target URL here. Okay, so instead of staying in the index page, the application automatically redirects us to the /mon directory. This behavior usually indicates that the actual application lies inside the subdirectory inside /mon. There is CMS named monitor. Even better, the application clearly displays its version monitor 1.7.6m. At this point, we have exactly what we need to move forward. Once we know the application name and version, the next stage is vulnerability identification. I use exploit which exists in the finding known public exploits related to the specific software version. You can also use such exploit for that, but I am using exploit module in the Red Dot module. So Python 3 -m Red.exploit -k, and here you need to paste the exact CMS and with version. Okay, CMS 1.7.6m is a version name, and okay, so after searching we find that monitor version 1.7.6m has publicly available exploit that can be used to achieve remote code execution. This confirms that the target is vulnerable and exploitable. Now that we have identified a working exploit, the next step is preparing it for execution. Using Red.exploit, I clone the exploit repository during using git command. So git clone, enter the repository link here. And now this keeps everything organized and avoid manual errors. Once the repository is cloned, we are ready to execute the exploit script. Okay, so I run the exploit script. The script prompts for a few inputs. First, I need to enter the target URL, so the exploit knows where to send the connection. Okay, so copy the target URL and paste it here. Okay, so the next step is to ask for my local IP address which will be used for the reversal connection. So let's do this. 192.168.45 and 180. This is my IP address. Okay, so don't confuse him on this. Okay, so for the port I choose 4444. Okay, so before continuing, we need to make sure we are listening for the incoming connections. Okay, in a separate terminal, I start a listener using Redroot listener. This works the same way as a netted listener, but it's managed inside Redroot. So Python 3 -n Redroot listener and -f1 host for the attacker IP address and -f1 port for the port, and press enter, ready to trigger the exploit. Okay, so I return to the exploit script and confirm the input. Okay, so the payload is delivered to the target system, and now we need to copy the link here and paste it here. Okay, and a few moments later we need to back on the listener tab, and yes, we got a connection. And as you can see, the listener receives a connection. We now have a shell on the target system. This confirms that exploit was successful. So to verify access, I run a simple command id, and as you can see, I got a response of the id command. Now this command executes successfully and return output for the target system. This confirm command execution and initial access is successfully getting. Now that's it for this video. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and hit the bell icon for more interesting videos like this. And I want to say one more thing. The truth is, I am Redroot.